I've never shown this sketchbook on this channel before, but it's kind of, oh, I forgot about that. But it's a little bit old. Oh, I have to cover that. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So this is from August 4th, 2024. That is really freaking old. And this sketchbook, I don't really like how it looks or like how it is. Like this is the only sketchbook that I have that's kind of like this one. But these are all older stickers except for that one. I put this one on this year when I went to a Pride event, which you can watch the vlog video on my channel. Watch it, please. So we got the gay flag, we've got the non-binary, we got the asexual. My dad gave me this one. Pretty sure it's AI, but I don't know why I put it on there. But these are so old now that like I try to take it off, and they're just so old now that they don't come off. And then I was planning on painting a picture of Magnus on here, who we're going to be talking about today, because I have a little bit of update. And the first, actually, I checked, and the first video that I ever made of Magnus was a year ago. A year ago. So that means I've had my channel for a year. I feel old. But it's not really an update on Magnus. It's more or less the on the story in general. Also, my 4th of July nails. You can tell that I'm right-handed. So let's do a little sketchbook tour real quick to show you all of the stuff. Ooh, there we have Magnus. He looks so different. This was before I like fully had an idea on his wife, and yes, his wife is dead, but he is slaying in those heel thingies. So that flips out, that flips out. He used to be a vegan. He's not anymore. He used to be pansexual. Now he's just bisexual. I don't know if that math is correct though. Oh yes, and also the story takes place between the 1800s, specifically 1800s, because I don't want to do really hard math. And I really haven't even done full math, so I don't even know if any of this is correct. And yeah, the story takes place from, oh my god, this timeline, 1800s, when he becomes a vampire, to then, like 2020, where it takes place in the modern day, which really isn't modern day anymore. I don't know, but that's what I thought his wife would look like at the beginning. That doesn't, she did not look like that anymore. I drank someone's blood and it tasted like crap. I know, so edgy. These are Lisa Frank stickers, I'm pretty sure. I think. I don't know anymore. But drew them in like a South Park style. So happy I don't draw like this anymore. Ooh. Yeah, voice claim. I don't know anything about Call of Duty, so I don't know. Drew him as a gato. I don't even speak Spanish, so I don't know. This one is horrible. I realized, looking back at my old drawings, that they all have Dorito chins. And it's just like, that ear should not be there, you know? The placement is very off. And then his human form, which I've changed it to him now having, instead of red eyes, it's just blue eyes. I don't know. I don't know. So first Magnus, he was just supposed to be like, oh my god, he is a handsome, edgy vampire. But now he has a full-on story. You know, he's just a big guy that's a softie. I love him. And then my grandparents, they have like a whole, like they have an entire room that's next to my bedroom that's just full of old pictures that they're keeping. And they were gonna, some of the pictures, of course, like, aren't, you know, they don't need to hold on to them. So I take them and I put them in here. And yeah, that was me trying to do some math. And there is the Dorito chin again. So cute. Ooh, why is that so big? And then after he got bitten by a vampire, that's a pimple patch. And oh, his wife. Which, you know, I can't be that mad about because since Magnus, like, is all the way in the 1800s, and he doesn't really remember what his wife looks like anymore. So I've decided that every single time I draw her, it's going to look slightly different. But it's also because I don't know exactly how I want her to look like. But then also because he can't remember what she looks like, so she always looks a little different. He's laughing because you goofy. Lol. We got Mauer Magnus, and then I tried to draw other stuff because I was like, you know what, I don't really want to draw Magnus all the time. Yeah. Sister drew this one, which she would not like because this is from 2024 and she draws a lot differently now. I don't know who that was. Oh, I was trying to make a comic, and he's like originally, it's originally a cat alien, but then I made a human design, and then redraw from like 2022 or something. Yeah, 2020. Okay, yeah, I used to draw these eyeball things all the time. And then my sister got fake blood, and yeah, so then I try to draw the guy, and then I try to draw. I always forget her name, and I'm too scared to do it. My sister drew this one. She would not like it though, because it's older, of course. Try to do sour like a pickle and sweet like a cinnamon roll. Okay. Angie. Sister drew this one again. This takes me back in 2017. Those Cheez-It commercials, okay? Those Cheez-It commercials where they're big circles. That's how I used to draw. That's like really, really, really old. And so then I drew it as a human now. Doesn't look that bad. Sister drew this one again. Sorry that I'm yawning so much. I've worked 3 days in a row. One of them was until freaking midnight. And then, yeah, so I haven't gotten a lot of sleep. I don't know. I think that was a guy that I was drawing, and then I quit. I don't know who those guys are. Went to the Minion movie. Despicable Me 4. They need to stop making these movies, okay? They're kind of becoming poo-poo. I don't know who the frick that is. Oh, the Doodle Bops! The Doodle Bops! The girl is ugly, not gonna... Don't diss on my girls, okay? Okay, they all look good. Then Magnus. Oh, my lordy lord. I'm gonna skip past that. I don't like that. Oh, yeah, my persona at the time without glasses. Why'd you draw without glasses? I've had glasses since I was in 2nd grade. More of my old persona. I don't know who that is. Oh, yeah, Deadpool. I think I saw the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. And then I try to do these SpongeBob expressions. I don't know who drew that. I don't know. More of my persona. Magnus. Oh, yeah, and I think I decided to give him, like... Or no, I think I was just showing how to... Well, I think I gave him pointier ears. So, yeah, because he has more, like, human pointy ears. Like humanoid. I don't know. Not very good, of course. Then more Magnus. Some, algebra. Ooh. I don't know, wait. Oh, Catalina. Oh, so cute! I love you, Lena. Then I got these cards from a Chick-fil-A Happy Meal. Oh, not Happy Meal, but Chick-fil-A Kids Meal. What superpower do you wish you had? I'm a vampire, so I have superpowers. Wait, so I do have superpowers. He doesn't anymore. Wait, maybe he does. I haven't really thought about that much. I'm sorry. Which favorite ice cream flavor? I don't know what ice cream. Alexa, was ice cream around in the 1800s?
Yep, ice cream was definitely around in the 1800s.
What do you...
English cookbooks started including recipes in the 1700s, and by the 1800s,
Damn.
It was becoming more common in America. Thomas Jefferson even had his own recipe. Also, if I know who I'm chatting with, I can help even more.
No, Alexa! Stop. I don't want a parasocial relationship with you, okay? You're not that I'm not that deep with you, okay? Anyways, so this is a lie. Lie! Okay. I think I was trying to draw something. Oh, yeah. Who would you like to be more like? And then I messed up his face. So I covered it up with a Spencer's ad, I think. Ooh, where'd the page go? I was actually, so this is from 2023, and I then redrew it. But I think I just threw away the page because it ripped out. And then my school did Frog and Toad. I might have to, I'm just going to blur this whole page out. But just know that it is Frog and Toad. It's one of my school did. Oh, yeah, and then this is more recent, 2026. So I stopped doing it for, like, I can't do math. I tried to draw this dog on Pinterest. Horrible. Did some face studies. Not too bad. Not too bad. Then we got some Magnus. See, he looks so much different, and he's just so cute. Oh, yeah, in 2024. Oh, yeah. So then, okay, this is what I'm talking about. The story thingy. So, Magnus becomes a librarian, and I changed her name from Yuto to Yeona. I like that better. And she kind of has more of like an actual scene style. So when I designed her, at first, I really wanted her to have that scene look to her. So she looks a lot more, she looks a lot better. So after a year, they start dating, which is kind of weird because there's a big age gap there, but she's an adult. It's not like the actual Twilight, guys. Okay, I swear to God, it's not. So I changed it so there's vampires and witches. So Yeona is a witch. So witches back in like the 1800s, back then, they were forced to become healers. So like doctors and stuff, but a lot of them escaped and they tried to stop the bloodline, but it was kind of forced. So but then nowadays, since witches kind of died out, humans had to take on the role. So then there's, they kind of forgot about witches because, they got dumber, humans, and I don't know. There's still people though probably that are like considered like, oh yes, the witches, they're still around. Keep your toes safe. Yeah, just forgotten about them. And then I saw this like thingy. Oh wait, I don't know where I got it. I think I found it on Pinterest. It's like, sorry gays, Magnus here is taken. What? By who? The devil? What? We're dating? We kissed 15 times today. I didn't know we were girlfriend and boyfriend. And then this is like a rough estimate of their height difference. Magnus, of course, he's like 6'5". I know he's got to be a baddie. Then Yeona is, I don't know how tall she is. We got more of him. I kind of drew his face a little too long. Oh yes, and then I tried to draw his wife again. Just because, earlier in here, there's a picture of his wife. And then I actually tried to draw him in 1800s fashion. One thing that I've had a really hard time doing with my OCs is picking out outfits for them and really trying to do it. So I thought I would just study a little bit. Some 1800s fashion that he probably would have worn. But I don't know if he would be rich or poor. Because I'm thinking that they would be a little bit farther in the woods. Because in the story, it's their anniversary. Him and his wife. I forgot her name. Because I don't really give a caca. But then he has to go get some firewood for their fire. And then he gets beaten by a vampire in the woods. Which then I haven't really figured out who the vampire is and all that stuff. But then he comes back he's like freaking out. He just got bitten by a vampire, okay? And he's doing all that changing stuff. So then he goes into the village like, ah, it's a bloody vampire! And then he goes, fighting. Wait, here's a representation of them fighting. Yeah. And then they hunt him down. So then he runs back to his wife, which is his biggest regret. Because if he didn't go back to the cottage or whatever, wherever they freaking live, she would have not died. Because then they burned down his house. And then he has burn scars. Here's a picture. I don't know if you can see it with the flash. There we go. His burn scars, which The reason why they don't look like burn scars is because then he has like healing powers, vampire stuff, you know. But since he's a newer vampire, it didn't heal up all the way, and I forgot where I was in my place. I'm about to cover that. It's boobies, because I was too lazy to draw seashells. Seashells. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, then we got Yona. So cute. Look, his nose isn't really that right. Then we got this little other comic that I found on Pinterest. Not on Pinterest. I saw it on Pinterest and I found the Instagram and I followed them. But I don't remember what it is. But it's like, I didn't know you could smile. I'm not. Like, he's not capable. I don't know. It's not hard. See? Is this good? It's kind of cringy. And then we got Yona. I was trying to mess with my markers. There's a whole bunch of different types of markers here. I hate drawing hands. Yes. And yeah, and then for work I had a... Oh, I've wrote down the number, or the whatever, the freckle. Got shoes for work. Yeah. But yeah, this is pretty cute. Then, oh yeah, my first day working at Dairy Queen. So, oh wait, now I have the date. Okay, yeah. I had to blur that. Okay. Then we got more Magnus. And then I think I wrote down lyrics. Didn't like his face. And also, I wasn't going to use a sticker for anything. So I think I just covered it up. Fart! And then we got him as a vampire. Not a vampire. Frankenstein. And then my aunt wants a tattoo. So I kind of drew it for her. But yeah, that's kind of, if you got anything that I was saying, that's kind of like just the main major update on his story. And then also Kiyomi, which is his like adopted daughter. This is the newest drawing that I have of her that you can't really fully see. You can look back at my older video and see her. But yeah, that's kind of what she looks like. Yeah, don't like how he looks there though. But yeah, that's just a major update. And then also just a mini sketchbook tour. It's probably going to take me forever to finish this though. So, I don't know. I don't know if you're ever going to see a fully finished sketchbook tour of this. And maybe I'll make another video of me painting Magnus on the back of here. I don't know. But anyways, like and subscribe so I can hit 1,000 subscribers so that I can eat some spicy bulldog ramen, which my spice tolerance is horrible because I can't even eat Takis. Then also do a Q&A or whatever, the freckle. So yeah, just like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great day and don't die, because we're all gonna freaking die.